Greetings. I continue to look forward to two main celebrations in my academic life. The first, when I welcome passionate, committed, idealistic minds during orientation. The second, this, a celebration of those very same special, competent, realistic professionals who signed on to a noble profession and to a justice oriented career. Through your hard work and with the support from your family, friends, faculty, staff, and peers, you have crossed a threshold bearing the weight of wide open doors leading to a professional life full of promises to be fulfilled, challenges to be addressed, and countless blessings to be received. As Dean of the School of Social Work, and on behalf of my faculty and staff, I congratulate you on this amazing milestone during a momentous time as Loyola commemorates its 150th year of founding. You're graduating into a new era of opportunities and challenges as our nation is poised for historical change in dismantling oppression in all its myriad dehumanizing forms to blossom anew as one that protects the vulnerable, serves the needy, and be kind in all relationships we encounter. That new order awaits all of you to be at the forefront of leading change from a just, equitable, and respectful perspective that a Jesuit Catholic institution, Loyola University Chicago, has prepared you for. Frederick Douglass, social reformer and legendary statesman, stated on the 24th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation in 1886, where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, and where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy to oppress, rob, and degrade them, neither persons nor property will be safe. In 1886, since those words urged our nation to change a little over 130 years today, in 2020, where are we? Who are we? Have we evolved to be better citizens, an accepting society, and a better humane country? As professional social workers, we are called to serve. We are called to advocate. We are called to be competent. We are called to find meaning and reason in ambiguity. We are called to be humble. We are called to be kind. We are called to be just. We are called to organize. We are called to fight. We are called to impact positively the people and communities we interact with. This is why we are social workers. This is why you trained as a social worker. This is why the School of Social Work at Loyola University Chicago exists. To bring out the best in us, to be the finest person for others. This I believe. I hope and wish you do too. Congratulations, class of 2020. Be blessed and go forth fearlessly and set the world on fire. I would now like to invite our student speaker, Sarah Kelly, to share a message with the class of 2020.
Thank you, Dean Menon. Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Kelly, and I am humbled to have been selected to share my experience with you today at the Loyola School of Social Work graduation. What is ironic to me as I stand here is that I never wanted to be a social worker. Every aptitude test I ever took informed me that social work was the perfect fit for me. But nevertheless, by the age of 10, I had determined that I would never be a social worker. You see, as a child, my parents were going through a divorce that was not amicable, and I spent a lot of time with social workers. While my memory of the social workers is fond, I heard my parents speak negatively about them, so I thought that profession is probably not worth my time. Flash forward to my experience in college. I was majoring in social justice and peace studies with the hope to work on social justice issues as a career. In one of my courses, a quote by St. Augustine was read, which stated, "My heart is restless until it finds its rest in thee." I found his words to speak to being restless until I found my purpose. Hearing this statement was a defining moment for me as it challenged me to reconsider who I spend my time with and how I spend my time. I decided then that I will be restless in the pursuit of my own purpose. Being restless led me to pursue a volunteer year at Mercy Home for Boys and Girls. My role supporting youth in crisis felt purposeful, and after I finished my volunteer year, I became a full-time employee. However, after a year or two, I found myself feeling restless again and decided it was time to pursue a higher degree. Much to my chagrin, social work was the perfect fit for my future direction. When I enrolled in the social work program in 2017, I had already worked at Mercy Home for 2 years, so of course I knew everything and just needed to get through school. My goal was to keep my head down, do the assigned course load, and graduate without getting to know very many people. I entered my first class with these expectations seared in my brain and prepared to carry forth according to plan. My first class was the intersection of oppression, privilege, and diversity with Dr. Brian Kelly. For our first exercise in class, Dr. Kelly had us turn to our classmates and share some of our more intimate experiences of our past lives. Needless to say, some deep emotional tension developed as many of us had never met each other before. As far as icebreakers go, this one carried its own unique punch. While processing the activity, many students, myself included, described how uncomfortable they felt. Dr. Kelly listened attentively until we were done and stated, "The activity you just engaged in is exactly what we do to new clients anytime they step foot in our agencies for an intake. Remember that feeling when working with clients." It was in that moment that I realized I was not even close to knowing everything, and there was a lot to be learned from this graduate program. I had to adjust my expectations. As a part-time student, I completed this program over the course of 8 semesters and to try to soak in the knowledge of as many of my classmates, professors, and clients as I could. After a year, I felt like a sponge that was ready to be wrung out and released of the suds that filled my brain. It was then that I met Dr. Simon, who has been a mentor to me and likely many of you over the course of our time at Loyola. Like many professors here, Dr. Simon expected more of us than just to do the course material. She expected us to show up wholeheartedly every day for our clients and for ourselves. She did this by bringing different opportunities to class each week and encouraging us to do what scared us. Because of Dr. Simon's encouragement, I was able to use the social work suds that filled my spongy brain and dedicate them to academic endeavors that introduced me to individuals, groups, and experiences that have shaped my future as a social worker. With Dr. Simon's support, I was able to present a poster alongside many of my classmates and professors at the International Association for Social Work with Groups Symposium, publish an article in Social Work with Groups, and apply for and be selected to be one of the co-editors-in-chief of Praxis, Loyola's student-run social work journal. When I first learned of each of these opportunities, my first thought was that I could not do it, and that was an opportunity for a true social worker. Dr. Simon encouraged me to be brave anyway. Without her support, I am not sure that I would have accomplished half of what I have in my time as her student. For that, I tell her thank you. With her support, I started to believe that I am a real social worker. Though my chapter at Loyola as a graduate student has come to a close, I am looking forward to using all that the school has taught me in my next endeavors. As I enter my next chapter as a social worker, I have started a career in substance use treatment at Haymarket Center. In my work at Mercy Home, in my internship in intensive outpatient substance use treatment, and my short time at Haymarket Center, I've been able to learn extensively about the experience of growing up and living as a person of color in under-resourced areas in the United States. Many of the folks I have worked with have shared about not having access to many of the resources that we all need to thrive, such as basic health care, nutritious food, healthy communication, present support systems, safe environments, or adequate education. The list goes on and on. What they taught me is that these barriers have been generational and are not their fault. It is the fault of the systems based in white supremacy that have been built to keep them down and out of the way. Our society is still punishing folks for being a person of color, for being of low socioeconomic status, for not being heterosexual, for being for being trans, for not being Christian, for being differently abled. Despite these numerous and unjust barriers, the people I have worked with have also been some of the most intelligent, caring, and resilient people that I've had the privilege to meet. If the people we work with can find success in the presence of such tall and rooted barriers, imagine what kind of success they will have and our society will have if we can destroy these barriers and create systems that promote the growth of all human beings, not just the human beings that we deem worthy. Now, as beautiful as this vision is, it is much easier said than done. By choosing social work as a profession, we have chosen a career which will provide significant challenges, discomfort, and very little validation. We have chosen a role in which we will have to advocate for our clients against systems that have oppressed them for decades and centuries. While we do that, it is almost guaranteed that our clients will challenge us. And after a few years, we may wonder why we chose this profession at all. We will not have good days every day, and we will most certainly fail. But if we remember why we started and consider our purposes, we will eventually succeed. At the end of the movie, Say Anything, Lone Skye looks at John Cusack on the plane and says, "Nobody thinks it will work, do they?" And John Cusack tells her, "No, you just described the start of every great success story." I am sure that many of us have been told that our heads are that our heads are in the clouds. While we are thanked for our work and told how rewarding it is to be a social worker, we are not always heard when we speak to what needs to be done for long-lasting change. My encouragement to you and to myself is that it is okay. Some individuals may not believe that our ideas will work or that we will find success. Despite the naysayers, we need to believe in ourselves and find those who are willing to support our vision for a stronger future. I believe in you, and I believe you will find your success story. Continue to be restless in your pursuit of your purpose. With the drive that you all possess, the wisdom that you've gained from your clients, and the values of social work to guide you, all you need to do is take your first steps. Thank you for listening, and good luck. I would like to now invite Dean Menon to give some final remarks.
We would now like to recognize the 2020 graduates from the School of Social Work.
Thank you, Dean Menon. My name is Philip Hong, and I'm the director of the PhD program in the School of Social Work. I would now like to present the candidates for the degree of PhD in Social Work.
Brent In, dissertation title, Factors that Impact Long-Term Reentry Success, Mixed Method Study. Willie Jackson, dissertation title, The Tao of Art and Science, Understanding the Impact of Art Exposure via Art-Based Scientific Methods. Elizabeth Morgan, dissertation title, Factors Associated with Reentry into Homelessness Among Men and Women in Chicago, Illinois. Ian Nguyen, dissertation title, Evaluating the Effectiveness of Marriage Renewal Workshop on Marital Satisfaction, Communication, Conflict Management, and Forgiveness, a Quantitative and Qualitative Analysis. Siobhan O'Donoghue, dissertation title, Exploring Accompaniment in a Hispanic Immigrant Social Immigrant Ministry. Vidisha Sinha, dissertation title, Victims of Child Sex Trafficking, Are U.S. Pediatricians Ready to Identify, Assess, Treat, and Report Them?
Thank you, Dr. Hong. My name is Priscilla Frere, and I am the MSW Program Director of the School of Social Work. I am honored to recognize members of the class of 2020. Now, recognizing the candidates for the degree of Masters of Social Work. Aya Alam. Christopher Ellison Alt S.J. Marvi Anjum. Laura Arbitman. Alexandra Arias, also receiving a Master's in Arts in Social Justice. Taylor Ray Austin. Michael Awolpileda. Matthew Robert Bear. Donna Ballard. Andrea Bardak. Holly Ann Barrett. Daniela Alejandra Barrios Morello. Christopher Patrick Bierman. Sarah Cadman Berlin. Mary Allison Bukoler. Michelle Bielecki. Deanna Dominica Bingham. Rogan Jarrett Burney. Mackenzie Brianne Bowe. Sierra LaRae Boyd. Hannah Brooks. Kristen Burke. Melissa Annabelle Burke. Hannah Gabrielle Bick. Rubí Mercedes Cali Ortiz. Mara E. Casado Rodríguez. Jessica J. Cerda. Ariana Nicole Saracedis. Arisdelsi Jessica Cervantes. Eileen Chang. Grant James Chapman. Yesenia Chavez. Philip Michael Christensen. Grace Marie Christian. Tondalaya Lashea Hoger Robinson. Sheena Marie Cordova, also receiving a Master of Divinity. Miguel Ángel Cortés. Samantha Casson. Leslie Damaso. DeMarius LaShawn Daniels. Catherine Jennifer David. Hannah Noel Davis. Patrick Monaco Dolly.
Abby Michelle DeBain.
Jean Marie DeCaro. Danielle Nicole De Cristofano. Maya Ruth Diamond. Kelsey J. Diedrich. Gabriela Ruth Di Matteo. Ashley Rain Dixon, Mary Donner, Christopher Michael Edwards, Emily Rose Aarons, Emma Edson, Renee Deanna Faccini, Cristina Damaris Fausto, Adriana Elizabeth Fay, Holly Malia Ferrer, Johanna Fierk, Carly Michelle Fishman, Keisha Franklin, Brittany Renee Frum, Hannah Elizabeth Gali, Yvonne Garcia, Yuritsi Garduño, Emily Marie Gates, Mary Lynn Gunday, Alicia Helene Van Bronckhorst Gilman, Artemis Golzar, Andrea Elizabeth Gonzalez, Elisa Ori Goris, Andrea M. Granados, Alina Elizabeth Greco, Allison Elizabeth Greedle, Jackie Byrne Gustafson, Josué Manuel Gutierrez, Susan Gail Halpin, Elizabeth A. Haptenstall, Brittany Ann Hayes, Joy Haynes, Carrie Christiana Hill, Megan Lynn Huffman, Sarah Ann Holyoke, Samuel Benjamin Hopkins, Isabel Marie Horton, Kendall Catherine Heeman, Emily Elizabeth Iglar, Amelia Catherine Johnson, Elizabeth Jones, Kylie Brooke Jones, Mary Sharon Kostler, Sarah Elizabeth Kelly, Tyler R. Kapul, Benjamin Michael Kernan, Sawyer Jackson Nebi, Samantha Joyce Copley, Brianna E. Cool, Scott Martin Kupferschmidt, Paige Elizabeth Ann Lacey, Benjamin H. Lang, Jessica Rebecca Lee,
Neftali Lesperance,
also receiving a Master's of Arts in Social Justice. Catherine Caton Locker, Elizabeth Logrande, Jessica Lamelin, Aura Melissa Lopez, Edith Luna Coronel, Brianna Marie Lurigio, Jason Lyons, Catherine E. Malcolm, Desiree Malone, Alyssa Markle, Samantha Jackson Marsalek, Alicia N. Mattox, Erin Elizabeth Matucci, Allison Christina McCandless, Cheyenne Lauren McCoy, Megan Marie McDowell, Trace John McKenna, Megan Kaylin Meehan,
Claudia Marina Mejia Boyas,
Carla Yvette Melendez, Dakota Lauren Meredith, Jurgen Methaler, Montserrat Mesa, Hannah Lindsay Mitchells, Alexandra Christine Mihalakakis, Alexandra Marie Solomon Milo, Damalee Kalita Mills, Brittany Ann Mosha,
Andrea Jane Muradian,
Edwin Morales, Rita Mary Moran, Lauren Meeks Mooring, Dennis William Morris, Savannah Wren Murphy, Candace Nicole Newman, Dana Bates Norden, Colleen Daly Nolan, Samira Lisette Nunez, Savannah Pauline Ortiz, Andrea Nicole Packwood, Haley Palmer, Dimitra Panagakis, Jessica Pantoja, Maxwell Porella, Maya P. Parsons, Sarah Pasquesi Cosmora, Maria Carolina Patiño, Megan Jennifer Pelos, Catherine Pennypacker, Biana Petrovich, Galicia Jabri Pipkins, Joy Noel Powell, Jenna M. Power, Alma Crystal Ramirez, Melissa Ramirez, Kathleen Ann Rasmussen, Michelle Redfield, Lena Francisca Renke, Heather Michelle Reitzma, Kelly R. Reynolds, Jaleesa M. Rivera, Emily Doyle Robinson, Melissa K. Rodriguez, Kaylee Marie Ross, Tiffany Wynn Ross, Audrey Nicole Rouse, Daisy Reese, Brianna Bryan, Marty Sanders, Nicole Allison Schmidt, Lacey Francis Schultz, Stephanie Daryl Vicente Segovia, Laura Liliana Sevilla, Samantha Ann Shea, Samantha L. Cibrava, Helene Margaret Smith,
Anna Ray Sobin.
Gabriela Teresa Rose Stone. Madeline Josephine Stonis.
Sarah Marie Storto.
Hannah Joan Swenson. James Thomas Sylvester. Rachel Jane Tarling. Ashley Taylor. Darius L. Taylor. Mary E. Thomas. Merritt Thorpe. Catherine Turkle. Margaret Sullivan Tobin. Sierra June Torrance Sims. Pamela Pipina Tusis. Devin Grant Tracy. Daniela Trajcheski. Stella Mira Vanden Eden. Margaret Catherine Vandermolen. Kimberly Morgan Vasquez. Carolyn Marie Vega. Marissa Wagner. Terry A. Walker. Kelsey Nicole Ward. Christine Weibel Cruz. Charity Noel Waysar. Jenna Whites. Kelsey West. Jacqueline Taylor Weston. Alyssa Williams. David J. Wilson. Maureen Wilson.
Morgan Christine Wilson.
Riordan Lorne Woods. Brianna Marie Wright. Jordan Wright. Kyle Woolner. Brendan Edward Yokins. Jill Eileen Zykon.
Thank you, Dr. Freire. My name is Dr. Jean Sokoluk, and I am the director of the Bachelor of Social Work program. I am honored to recognize members of the class of 2020. So now recognizing candidates for the BSW program from the School of Social Work. Maria Concepcion Adan, cum laude. Jordan Adder, summa cum laude. Raquel Avalos Uring. Laura Catherine Bartz, magna cum laude. Constantina Bazanis. Kendall Brenneman, summa cum laude. Emmy Sachiko Yukun, magna cum laude. George Bullock. Pretorius Carr. Rena Sharon Christie. Caitlin Marie Clay, cum laude. Riley Jessica Coleman, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Kramer, summa cum laude. Andrew Michael DeSantis, magna cum laude. Alexandria Maribel Flores. Naomi Marie Darjuglo, summa cum laude. Emily Ann Hansen, summa cum laude. Amanda K. Howe, cum laude. Emma Margaret Hayward. Anam Karim, magna cum laude. Sarah Rose Polakowski, magna cum laude. Olivia Teresa Lapointe, magna cum laude. Sarah E. Leonard. Nicole Marie Melzarte, cum laude. Carly Elise Meeks. Ineska Miller. Janice Beatrice Newman. Ryan Santiago Noche, cum laude. Jennifer Cherie McKay, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Marie O'Connor, cum laude. Angelica Parker. Kahul Patel, cum laude. Catherine Pendleton, magna cum laude. Rebecca Jane Herman, summa cum laude. Rena Riambilio. Angel Rodriguez. Magdalena Sarmiento, magna cum laude. Kara Shower. Shannon Lynn Shahinian, magna cum laude. Lisbeth Itati Soto. Antonia Stamatukis, magna cum laude. Carolyn McKay Sturgis, summa cum laude. Anne Patricia Terracone, magna cum laude. Sarah Alejandra Tejeda Sanchez. Isabel R. Thompson, magna cum laude. Kylie Marie Van Covering, magna cum laude. Graham S. Whitmore. Carolyn Marie Wisgala, cum laude. Congratulations to the BSW class of 2020.